How we doing? Sweet. We still have no audience, but I love, like, Greg brought me these. Check this out. This is what we got. We're doing these in the audience. That's actually the most applause I've ever gotten for this show. Anyway, yeah, for those of you who know, we're still following quarantine laws. Like, can we get a shot of the crew and we pan? I know we got a couple of robotics going, because, yeah, this is what we got. We got 4 people in the studio. We're following guidelines for DATV, but there is not a damn soul in this room other than Keith. What's your name, Craig? I'm kidding. Still doing the Princess Leia from last episode. I love it. And Riki. And I want to point this out here. Throw me that T-shirt. Keith, get in here. Keith was on the last episode. And he's rocking a Gem City Tonight shirt, but yet we have these. We have Comedy Ain't Easy.
In my defense, I was left unsupervised.
You were on something.
I forgot which shirt. This is the PG version.
So these are awesome. I'm wearing that tonight at home. Thank you, sir. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Gem City Tonight. Now that we're getting started. I'm Andrew Medikaitis. I'm still your host. Thank you so much. This is our second episode back in the studio. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to say I'm Chevy Chase and you're not. Yeah, that's an old reference to this SNL thing for all you young whippersnappers. I can say whippersnappers now, right? This is our birthday episode, and I think I'm like officially old. I'm like 36. I'm cresting towards 40. How old are you?
56.
Greg, how old are you?
40.
40. Riki, shut up. You're like 19. You're 19. She's 26. I mean, you kidding me? You're legal. Oh, that's what. Okay. But yes, this is our birthday episode. I have amazingly survived 36 years on this spinning rock. But everything that's been going on in 2020, I'm officially saying it. I'm done. I want off. I'm like, we've all lost our damn minds. Can someone please find me the nearest space shuttle so I can jump off this rock? I mean, the biggest thing that's confusing me, and Keith, back me up here, is we're getting rid of Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's, Land O'Lakes, and all of that packaging. Yeah, oh, I'm getting there. Oh, that's in here, baby. That's in here. Trust me. Yeah, Aunt Jemima, the syrup, Uncle Ben's the rice, Land O'Lakes has a Native American woman on the front of it with a headdress on. You know, now, don't get me wrong. I understand how culturally insensitive this can be and how many people this is done. But does anyone want to take a guess how long Aunt Jemima's been around? Take a guess.
30 years. 1889.
1889. And this is more than 100 years. And this is the funny part I want Keith to laugh at. You seriously think somewhere in the mid-70s the Black Panther Party would have been like, are we not having a brunch? Because we can't use this. Are we not, does no one want to talk? So all their parties were at night, so we're not doing brunches. Bottomless mimosas and pancakes, we're not talking about the Aunt Jemima thing. Which, by the way, I would like to point out, I am a lifetime member of the NAACP. I pointed it out once on this show. I'll point it out again. I am. Pay my dues every year. Happy to go. And I fit in like a glove. People walk in, they're like, what do you, they walk up to me, hi, can I have a drink? No, I got the pin. I'm one of you. Oh, I still need a vodka soda. I'm like, damn it. All right, fine. I'll get you a drink. No, it's the greatest organization, and we here at DATV we support. Did you just move the camera? There we go. Here at Gem City Tonight, we support Black Lives Matter. We support that movement, of course. So, yeah. But as you were talking about, even in Looney Tunes, they removed Elmer Fudd's and Yosemite Sam's guns. You know what he carries now? A giant Sith. A Sith. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Google it. Sith. And it's the thing where you can easily, like you take corn. It's the thing, by the way, Death carries. Yeah, the hood and the thing, a Sith. So let's take the gun out and put a, are you kidding me? A Sith. Oh, God. The only piece of farming equipment that's more dangerous than that is Mitch McConnell. Yeah, I made a political joke. I haven't done one in a while, so why not? Anyway, moving along from this third rock from the sun, a few weeks ago, an historic first actually happened in the United States. A private business partnered with NASA launched 2 guys into space. Yes, though actually good news. Actually, we launched 2 guys into space. SpaceX Crew, which was nicknamed Dragon. I want to point that out. Dragon. Are you kidding me? Elon Musk is sitting around going, hey guys, what's totally badass we can send into space? And his advisors are like, well, we can draw from NASA if you want. I mean, because we have Mercury, Gemini, Apollo, you know, those cool names. He's like, no, F that. Dragon. And you know everyone in that room, because he's the boss, is like, Dragon. Now, granted, this is a great piece of it. Did anybody watch the launch here? Anybody? You didn't watch the launch? Watch the launch? You didn't watch the launch? I'm not going negative here, but the Challenger launch lasted 72 seconds, okay, in 1986. So the bar I was in, all of us are watching it on the screen. Once we got past 72 seconds, we were like, oh, thank God, thank God, thank God. All right, they made it. But the best part is, yeah, they launched astronauts, true astronauts, Robert, I got to say these right, Benken and Douglas Hurley. They lifted off at 3:22 on Saturday, on May 31st from the Kennedy Center in Florida. The crew had a 19-hour space mission. They arrived May 31st to the space station. So they're there safely, everything's fine, good for them. The thing that bothered me the most is, this is one of the most historic missions on Earth. This is a private company partnering with NASA to send these people into space. For God's sakes, all the broadcasters were like, oh my God, it's such an historic mission. Bob and Doug are going to the moon. Seriously? It sounds like Bert and Ernie are going into space and trying to find Sesame Street. Stop calling them Bob and Doug. Hey, Bert, is that the thruster power going on? I don't know. Is that booster separation? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Oh, Bert, I don't know what to do, Bert. Why do you always eat cookies in bed, Bert? Don't eat cookies in space. It's in my... Like, you kidding me? It's like Bob and Doug are the... Where are they going? It's Bob and Doug. Were they going to the bowling alley, the Piggly Wiggly? Cousin Maggie's wedding? Come on, call them astronauts. They refuse to call them astronauts. And on a final note, of all the stuff we are scrolling through in the Facebook eggs, I got this one. We're being bombarded with Carvana, buy a car at home. We're being bombarded with, you know, you can do this at home, Uber Eats, you know, all this stuff. You know what I got hit with? Will you get diabetes in 2020? Who the hell are you? Me? What? Like, what the? And I'm like, I don't get this. America, like any American who is willing to send their social security number to an Arabian prince who wants to send you $10,000, I'm like, click on this link. I'm like, no, I don't want. It's like, Andrew, diabetes is one of the fastest growing diseases in the United States. Currently, about 27 million Americans have it. Another 67 million Americans are estimated to suffer from prediabetes. and a condition which will heighten your blood sugar levels and elevate it. And not yet. You're not diagnosed, but you might have it. By the end of 2020, it's forecasted more than 50% of Americans will have diabetes, and you could be one. By the way, and you could be one. Look at this. And you could be one in capital letters. It's in capital letters. All I'm waiting for is dun dun dun. I'm waiting for the music. And I was like, this is from the United Health Organization. Like a widely recognized group that has things. I'm like, listen, UGO, I don't like sweets unless it's, Sour Skittles, Bunch of Crunch, cookie dough ice cream or Airheads. I've said too much. But I will be damned if you will tell me I'm going to get type 2 because I'm just a drunk. So that's enough out of you. That is enough out of you. Thank God we have cake on this episode, right? Thanks God. All right, we'll be right back with more Gem City tonight. There's cake tonight, right? Yeah. There's cake. Woo!
Suicide is death by self-directed violence with an intent to die. It's also preventable. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the U.S. This serious public health issue impacts the lives of individuals, families, and communities every day. More than 120 suicides occur in the United States each day. For every one suicide, there are an estimated 30 attempts. Suicide and non-fatal self-directed violence cost the U.S. more than $69 billion every year. People may be at risk for suicide if they have a family history of suicide, previous suicide attempts, social isolation, economic hardship, or a history of mental health problems or alcohol and substance abuse. Warning signs include talking about or threatening suicide, or actively looking for means to do so. Sudden changes in behavior or mood, especially following a painful event or loss, can also be warning signs. But the good news is that suicide is preventable. There are strategies that prevent suicide by reducing risks and increasing protective factors. You can help by strengthening access and delivery of suicide care, creating protective environments, promoting connectedness, teaching coping and problem-solving skills, identifying and supporting people at risk, lessening harms and preventing future risk, and by strengthening economic supports. Working together, we can prevent suicide.
All right, we're back with more Gem City tonight. It's, like I said, it's just the birthday episode, so this is going to be fun. One of the things I wanted to touch on is the fact that we love birthday cake. So we're going to do the top 10. I apologize. I've been thrown a gift from the audience. Okay, here we go. By the way, there's two ways to open a gift. It's the take the tape, whatever. I'm not. I'm the let's do this. Oh! Okay. Whoever this is, this is kind of cool. It's the Tiger Woods Pop Vinyl. The Tiger Woods Pop Vinyl. Included with tape and adultery sticks. I mean, golf clubs. Golf clubs. I meant golf clubs. Oh, look, back problems not included. I hope he sees this and sends me something. Whatever, he was my idol growing up, so I can't say anything. All right, we're doing top 10 birthday. Who threw that at me, by the way? Just coming out of nowhere. All right, top 10. What is this, Funfetti? Funfetti? Top 10 cakes, Funfetti, number 10? Okay, before we do this, Keith, what's yours? Favorite cake?
Free?
Favorite
cake.
Free. That's an answer. Riki?
I don't have a favorite cake.
You're not human. Greg? Huh?
Lemon.
Lemon? I did not see that coming. Okay. Number 9. Coconut? Get everyone in this building just went like, whoa! I'm getting hurled gifts at my head. Okay. Yes, something needed to make me happy after coconut because it's goddamn gross. All right, what do we got here? I'm a ripper. I'm a ripper. We got Ghostbusters in the house. Look at this right here. Ghostbusters. Is this the baby version? That's Baby Spengler. 5-star. Ooh, you can open the door. 5-star Baby Spengler right there. Boom. That's going on the set. It can go with Baby Venkman. Right there, Baby Venkman. All right. He's got a little trap too. It's adorable. Okay, I'm gonna put these are my presents right now. All right, number 8, lemon. You're up. Number 8. Number 7, carrot. Got to be in the mood. 6, which I thought would be higher, marble. I like a marble cake. Number 5, which I thought would be higher, red velvet. See, I'm getting a thumbs up here from Keith. Red velvet. I'm doing that ASMR thing. You know what ASMR is? It's a thing in Asia where they just make sounds for an hour. So, where's my microphone? For an hour, people do that. I'm like, you guys are weird. Number 4, vanilla. Number 2, chocolate chip. Oh, I skipped it. 4. Oh, 4 is vanilla. 3 is chocolate chip. 2, cheesecake. What? Cheesecake. That's not a cake. That's like a normal. That's like a. It's a. Whoa! I was dripped because it's fallen before. I could throw this into any panel right now and it would crumble like Pompeii. Are you kidding me? It would crumble like the fall of Rome. I'm getting heaved. All right, more before we get to 1. Anyone take a guess at what 1 is? No? Whoever's doing this knows my style. That's right. More Ghostbusters. The door opens, the door opens. Ha ha ha. Dr. Venkman. That's awesome. He's got a little walkie-talkie in there too. He's gonna walk right here, the walkie-talkie. Those are going on the set. I don't care who you are. That is fantastic. Number 1, chocolate. You got it. Greg got it. Chocolate. I never said my favorite. I'm gonna go. I'm going marble. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, speaking of, Riki, our producer, who's going to be on the show in a little bit, does cakes. AJ Bakes is her company, and she does it for all of it. And stick around, because I'm going to get a cake smashed in my face. Yeah, that's going to be obviously our last thing we shoot. So, all right, stick around. We have more Gem City tonight. This is going to be a great episode. Happy birthday to me. We'll be right back.
You're there. Stop crying. I said stop crying. Stop, I said, or I'll give you something to cry about. Look at you. You're filthy.
Child abuse comes in many forms.
Stay in there until I get back.
Neglect is common. When parents get help, there's hope for children. Prevent child abuse. If you or someone you know needs help, visit helpandhope.org.
Mommy's really, really sorry.
All right, we're back with Gem City tonight. It is my birthday. Ironic enough, this is Riki, our executive producer. You've probably seen her from the Elf on the Shelf. Yes. She was in our Christmas episode. She helped me and Keith, who's back there as well, was in our last episode, introduce, what episode was it? It was in February, right?
Leap Day and Black History Month.
Yeah, before everything went crazy. But I didn't know.
Episode.
And were you on the last episode?
Laughing on the floor.
Oh, that's right, it's true.
I'm sneaking in all the episodes.
But one of the things that a lot of people don't know about her is she is a great baker. So before we launch into all of the pipings and bags and giant sacks. I didn't say that on purpose. How did you actually get into baking? I know the actual story, which I will embarrass you with later. But what do you want to actually tell the audience, which they think is the story?
So I really like watching baking championships, especially the kid ones, because they're really cute. But I always think I can do better than them. So when I bake, I try to do it as fast as I can.
So it wasn't because you were a sophomore and you broke up and you thought like baking cupcakes, you'd get the boyfriend back. That wasn't it? Okay, cool.
That's not the way to a man's heart.
No, for me it's steak.
Okay.
Wink. Anyway, but the interesting thing is you do cakes for people through all of Dayton.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
I'm getting a 1.
Don't ask yes or no questions.
This is the
Can I be a producer and interviewed at the same time?
What? God damn it, this is downhill already.
You can say that on air.
I can. I just did. So when people come to you with cake ideas, is it like they're asking outlandish things or just asking sheet cakes or?
Oh, so people normally ask for really simple things, and then I'm like, no, let me just take your idea and do it better.
Okay, so people just give you like, hey, I want a Harley Davidson cake. Hey, I want a SpongeBob cake. Or I want a.
I've done a Harley Davidson.
I want a Ghostbuster cake.
Cake.
Can we? Ghostbuster cake right there.
He's still falling though.
Yeah, and they'll Stay Puffed. I asked for a cake and I was like.
You didn't ask for what kind of cake. In fact, it's not your favorite. It's not marble. I'm sorry.
What is it?
Nor is it chocolate chip cookie dough.
What is it?
The bottom is vanilla with lime curd in it.
Hey.
Because I know how much you hate jelly filled. And then the top is a marshmallow filling.
For the Stay Puft.
Yes, and then this is a cake pop.
See what you did? See what you did there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But for those of the at-home bakers, that's what we're getting at. We did the last episode for grilling for 4th of July. So here we have 2 basically plain little.
Yeah, so they're crumb coated right now.
Okay.
Which is just the base coat that you put on a cake to get rid of all the crumbs. That way when you do like your actual icing, it doesn't look ugly.
Okay, and we have multiple bags in front of us.
Yeah.
So, and obviously there's multiple tips. So
So we have the same tips, like your purple matches my purple.
Okay, all right. So show us on one. I'll try to mimic it. This will be funny.
You can have the s'mores cake.
Okay.
And this is a lemon cake.
Okay.
This is an open star tip.
Okay.
They're not gonna be able to see this. But you can make like shells with this. Normally this is used for borders, but you can also do rosettes or whatever.
Okay.
So I don't know, I'm not gonna be able to do this backwards, I bet. But if you were to do a border and then you go over. So can you like border this?
Okay, here.
Like a
let me-
shell. Oh, you're doing a swirly magic. So just, or do whatever you're doing. You decorate that cake how you want. It's your show. Going all the
I'm
way
doing.
around.
What can we? I mean,
can we get a zoom in on your work? Do you need a part-time job?
no. I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm kind of liking this. This is kind of cathartic. Are we
very
getting this
cathartic.
on this camera? Like, look at that. Look at that. Daddy got skills.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so let's go. We're going around the back.
Yeah, you can go all the way around. Sure, you can do that too. See, rookie mistake is the fact that you literally are doing different designs all the way around.
Well, I've never done it. I didn't know. All right, so I'm doing.
Rookie?
All right, so I'm doing different designs all over.
Instead of just keeping it
All right,
consistent.
so what's the next one?
Okay, so this is a closed star. This is what you would use for rosettes.
Okay, so what would I do? Show me what I would do.
Okay, so start in the middle, squeeze out, and then circle around. Or you did the exact opposite.
That
Like-
looks beautiful. Look at.
You also have a different tip than I do.
Am I gonna go this way?
No, don't end in the middle though. Like start in the middle and then end.
How am I not doing this right? This looks gorgeous.
Just watch. Ooh.
Oh, I gotta go out. No.
Whoa, no, not like that either.
See, I'm getting too wide here. All right. What are these?
Just you start in the middle and then you work your way around. No, see, do it. Start in the middle, work your way around. Oh my gosh, you're okay.
Okay, all right, moving on
All
to
right,
the
so
next
now
one.
that you made roses, you're gonna want to put leaves on it.
Oh, good.
This is a leaf tip. It's triangular.
Okay, yours look good. Mine look like the island of Dr. Moreau over here.
Then I'll add the leaves. Do you think you can do this one?
Oh,
so keep the metal on the top as you squeeze. Yeah, you did the exact opposite of what I told you to do, but okay.
Keep the metal. Keep the
Keep
metal
the metal on
the
the top. Yeah. This goes on the top.
Oh, that on the top.
See? Actually,
Like that?
Your leaf looks really good.
Hey, look at that.
On your crappy.
Let's here. Right there. See? I did a leaf. Boom. See if I can do it again. Probably not.
I bet not.
Shut up.
You're getting red on your cufflinks. You're wearing white.
That's not bad.
Not at all. Okay, and then I brought
She's
you.
patronizing me.
Yes, I am.
What camera am I looking into? Go back to her. She's patronizing me. Patronizing me. All right.
So then I brought this one just.
Ooh, this one looks fun.
It's a much bigger tip.
That's what she said.
I only brought it because I knew you'd be excited to use it.
Okay.
You can do a border.
What is in here? God, it feels like guacamole.
It's icing. It's buttercream.
Look at
Taste
this.
it.
Blah, blah.
And yes, you are going to get diabetes. That's why Facebook marketed towards you.
There's type 2. Right on, right there, right on
The
cue.
good news is that I made this icing specifically only with shortening because I didn't want to waste all my butter and we're not actually eating it. So it's not that great.
All right, what am I doing with this?
You can do a border, you can do a shell, you can do a rose, you can do a star. Oh. Ta-da!
See, that's horseshit, but I can't say that.
Can't say that either.
Well, bleep, I got one bleep.
Horse beep.
I got one bleep.
Okay.
Here. Look, I made like a cactus thingy.
That's exactly what that looks like.
How do you not eat
Oh, I do.
the icing?
I
was like, how do you not do that?
When I bake cakes, I don't eat meals that day. I just eat throughout the day. So when I make a cake, you have to layer it. So you eat the
Is that
top
why
of
you
it.
have so much energy? Good Lord.
I'm also running off of 2 hours of sleep.
So, all right. So it is the birthday episode. I would be remiss to say it is our birthday episode. We have the same birthday.
Yes, we do.
July 24th. Now, granted, it's 9 years apart. Keith's giving me the signal. It's 9 years apart. But how do we find you, AJ Bakes?
On Facebook. That's it, just Facebook. AJ's Bakery. I will tag us.
You're an amazing guest. An absolutely amazing guest. I couldn't
I will
remember.
cross-promote AJ's Bakery on
The
Jim's
last
tonight
time
when I'm
I
doing
had a
marketing
guest
for
like
them.
you are
You can't
amazing.
walk out of frame while I'm in frame.
I can, because I left you alone. So, because I know what's coming next. So,
Wait, you want to taste these first? This is s'mores.
okay, sorry.
This is lemon
All right,
blueberry.
let's give a quick taste.
I mean, aren't you supposed to? That is the smallest bite
You're welcome.
I've ever. Look, that's not even a.
Was that the lemon one? Or was that the s'mores one? That's the s'mores
What
one.
does it taste like? Because if it tastes like lemon, I'm concerned.
That's the s'mores. Okay. Make Greg jealous in the audience.
It's lemon blueberry. He can have the rest of it.
Lemon and blueberry here. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Have you ever used a fork before?
I've never used a fork before.
This guy. You're welcome. I broke the fourth wall for you.
I'll break the fourth wall all day long.
I did not forget.
That, actually, I'm not going to lie, that's better than s'mores.
I figured it would be. This is probably a more dense cake. Plus, this is lined with a graham cracker crust. And it has a thick chocolate ganache in it. And this is a fluffier cake.
Okay, let's get to the important part. Which one's getting smashed in my face?
That's up to you.
All right, let's go with the s'mores one, because this one's...
Because Greg wants to eat the...
Greg wants to probably eat that one.
I didn't know I was smashing it. I thought you were doing a cake smash. But who's going to eat this one?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's coming for you. Okay. I'm not smashing this whole cake in your face. You want me to smash that in your face?
Yeah, go
You're
ahead.
wearing white.
I
I don't want to.
Here, do I have to go face in?
That would, yeah.
Okay.
Just like down.
All right,
We'll
Here
be
we
back with Jim City tonight. Ooh, I got you in there good. Are we closed up on that? Is it good?
We'll be right back with more Gem City Tonight.
No.
Ugh. It's in my eyes.
That chocolate ganache.
Somebody give me a fucking towel.
I'm pretty sure I'm a guest right now, so. Nope, I'm guest.
Seriously, go.
You got an apron on.
Do use your apron.
All right, we're back with Gem City Tonight. I'm wearing most of this cake. I want to thank Art Carr, helping you with your golf lessons, and AJ Bakes. How do we find you again?
AJ Bakery on Facebook.
Thank you. So, all right, remember, Dayton, you're not alone.
And you never will be.
Have a good night. We'll see you later.
Every year, airmen face overwhelming challenges. Fortunately, our airmen are resilient and help is available. Last year, 37,000 airmen had the courage to get help for themselves and others when they needed it.
Because I had the courage.
Because I had the courage.
Because I had the courage to get help, I was able to help others.
Because I had the courage to get help, I was the first in my family to get a college degree.
Because I had the courage to get help, I married the love of my life. And I got to meet the second love of my life.
Because I had the courage to get help, I was able to see my son grow up.
And because I had the courage to get help, another airman had the courage to get help. Care, connect, cope. And for all of those that you love and who love you, be there.
Hey, Gem City Tonight. We are actually here at a very fantastic place for our July 4th episode. We are here at the Grotto at the Dayton VA Hospital, and I am joined by the Susans. So I'll start with you to introduce yourself.
I'm Susan Witherspoon.
Susan Baker.
Sue Howarth.
How long has that been a joke, first off?
Day one.
Day one?
Yeah. We used to have 4 Susans. So.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So tell us, so we're at the Dayton VA, and we're at a place called the Grotto. So the history of the Grotto, I mean, we've been talking about it for the last few minutes before we started filming. There's so much history here. So this was originally, and we'll get a shot of it, the Limestone Quarry?
Yes.
And it was used to build the church, which is the oldest building?
Well, when they first came here, they had to build buildings, and the church is the oldest standing building. It was almost the first church built in the United States in a military facility. So
how old is it?
1868 is what it says on the.
Wow. And for a lot of people in Dayton, we were talking earlier, a lot of people don't know this is here. So,
That's true.
yeah. So not just the hospital, but the actual grotto itself, which is open to the public. Anybody can come. There's tours, which you ladies love.
Tour guides, yes.
Just check our website, our Facebook page, contact us by our Gmail we have, and we'll be glad to give you a tour.
And then, but you can also do, we're talking about self-guided tours as well.
Yes, there's a walking brochure that's on our website that can be downloaded, and you can also get it up at the AVHC museum up top, and you can walk through the gardens. The gardens are numbered, and they have, they correspond to the walking brochure, and all of the gardens are tied to somebody that has history with the Dayton VA. So.
That was my next question, is I'm looking around, I'm seeing a bunch of plaques and so forth. So like, how does it correlate to each person?
Well, it's the history of the different people, like Chaplain Earnshaw, which is my garden, which is way over on the other side. When he came, he was the one that taught the soldiers how to quarry the stone because he was the chaplain and he didn't have a church. So there's a garden named after him. There's a garden named after McPherson, who was the second highest ranking Union soldier killed during the Civil War, who was from Ohio. And the boathouse is named after him, so there's a garden around that.
Not a gazebo.
It's a garden.
I love you made that distinction. It is not a gazebo.
Right, we always refer to it as the boathouse, and everybody's like, well, I saw a gazebo, but I didn't see a boathouse. It's the same thing.
Right.
And for a time, they used to offer tours in the heyday. They had a boat. They were the Merrimack and Monitor, and they rowed the people around on the lake. That was part of the attraction here. So all of the different gardens are named after somebody who was the first medical director here. The Davis Garden is named after the person who laid out the gardens originally. Van Horn was the person who actually laid out the whole grid for the campus when it was here. At its height, there were 7,000 Union soldiers that lived here, and it functioned like a small city.
Wow.
And so, you know, they had the barracks, they had a hotel here, so you could come stay. They had a 1,500 person memorial hall, so they had plays. The bandstand that's up there on the corner where the flag is flying. They had touring bands, plus they had a VA band that played, so people came to hear that. So, you know, each
kind of want to go back in time and just hang out here.
Yeah. Well, and go back to the beginning, just because there will be a statue here that they're going to donate in the fall of Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
He signed the order. It was the last major order that he signed before his assassination.
Wow.
That created the National Asylum for Volunteer Disabled Soldiers. And that's where this facility was one of the original three. Wow.
And it actually was the headquarters for all of the National Asylums, all up through the 1930s.
Central branch, yeah,
Central branch.
Wow.
And in 1860, he signed it in 1865, 1867 was when the first 450 soldiers arrived.
And okay, you did not tell me any of that. I'm like, wow, okay.
The history is just phenomenal.
Well, you had mentioned that this is the only place in the country that has someone from every war.
That's in the National Cemetery. There's 55,000 graves, and it's the only national cemetery that has a veteran from every single war dating back to the Revolutionary War.
So I'm going to put you on the spot, starting with you. What's your favorite part about the grotto?
To me, it's the peacefulness, the calming aspect of it. When you're out here in nature, and we get comments all the time from people that come by, whether they're veterans or they're people that are working at the medical staff or even ourselves. You know, in this time, it's really nice to have a place to come and enjoy nature and get out.
Yeah, you were saying like during the COVID thing, they were encouraged to come out. You know, during such a
wearing a mask, but come out.
Wearing a mask, keeping distance. That's right. Why I'm actually like, I really do like these ladies. I'm just standing this far away on purpose.
Yeah, and one of the things when you're out here working is people stop all the time and say thank you. I know one lady was out here for treatment, and she came by. It was right after we put the lights on. She said, "I feel like I'm in this fancy resort."
Which was donated, you said, by Home Depot.
Yeah. Sorry, Rob.
So your favorite part?
Well, I think what it is, and to build on what Sue was saying, is that it's a feeling. A lady came to me a couple of years ago who was just walking around, and the gardens are in sort of a big oval. And that just happened naturally because this was originally a limestone quarry, and this is what we were left with. She said, this reminds me of a giant hug. That it's just got this feeling that it's very welcoming and inclusive. And so when we're giving tours, we find that walking in a circle like this, whether it's this layer or the upper grotto, which I do have to say is one of my favorite spots up there. There's a waterfall. There's also a basin that's carved there that says Grotto Springs. That was done by the soldiers.
And 1869.
And the dates in there. And also we have pictures of them drinking that water.
I know we'll get a shot of it.
Yeah,
it kind of looks like The Hobbit, the Shire.
Yeah.
With all it just looks so peaceful and calming.
And that has really no purpose. It's sort of a folly. It's there just as an entrance.
And last but not least,
and it's hard to come up with something they haven't already mentioned, but what comes to mind is we also have memorial trees
that people have purchased or sponsored a tree that has a sign in front of it that in remembrance of someone, and I think that to me is part of it too. Is it? I see the signs, and it just makes you stop and remember, you know, the people that have been here before.
I mean, there's so many. I mean, I'm looking around. I'm seeing 4 or 5 signs in eyeshot right now, and sitting around and actually like, you know, taking it all in and who's it for and what the meaning behind it is. You could easily spend a whole afternoon here, probably more than one, to take it all in. And
then we'd put you to work, so you might not.
Which is the last thing I wanted to do. All right, come on, I'm in.
I would say back to the memorial trees, we have almost close to 100 trees now that have been dedicated, and we also are a level 1 arboretum. So all the trees are numbered, and we have a map of what kind of tree they are. So we've had people that are homeschooled. Yeah. They come out and they take the tour and look up the different trees.
That's awesome.
But they are also dedicated to somebody else.
Well, it's also on our website. So let's say that you live out of town and you come in and you want to know where Grandma's tree or Grandpa's tree is. You can look on our map online or on the kiosk, which is right there in the parking area on the back. We have a list.
Well, I want to thank you for being on the show. The last thing I want to touch is it's all on all of your shirts. You're volunteers.
Yes.
So this is something you do out of the goodness of your heart. How long have each of you been here?
7 years.
7 years?
2013.
We never go home.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're probably going to get some shots and walk around, so we'll be right back with more Gem City Tonight.
But we want to get to the grotto. It's got the 1869 in it.
If you want.
Do you want to do like a walking thing, or?
Let's have them talk about some specific places. Let's talk about Purple Heart Garden.
Let's probably do that up there when you're looking down.
Yeah, I'll get some shots of it.
Yeah.
We can pick out some specific places. And I can
The
get
butterfly
shots
garden up there used to be a bird aviary.
Yeah, and you can, the rocks are the foundation of the aviary.
Up on top there's one of the original fountains from back. So we have pictures of the fountain.
We found it, well, somebody found it laying behind a building here in disrepair, so they dragged it here. It's cast iron.
There were 3 of them originally.
Yeah, they brought it up on a forklift.
Pieces of one's totally gone, and this one isn't functional, but it's whole, so it became the centerpiece of Sue's garden. So if you go up there,
the avenue is still the same road. Wow. And the garden up there on the top, that was the very first garden that was put in.
Way up on the top, yeah.
Yeah, way up there, kind of beyond
up above where they are.
And when we originally were putting it up there because the people from the hospice assisted living could see it. When they started to dig, they uncovered a brick walkway, and since this is a National Historic Site, we couldn't do anything on it, so they had to move the garden back. But that brick path went all the way to downtown Dayton.
Well, we were talking during the break, and I love that as soon as we got launched into it, you were like, once it's on, I can't turn it off. And we're just talking about it. One of the things I wanted to touch on, what it's like if I was a soldier and I came here, because you said everybody had a job, and so forth. So what would the life be for someone who came here?
Well, what happened for them to even come here was there was a lot of injuries, as you know, and a lot of them were amputations. So let's say you were a farmer or any kind of job, you could not return to your normal life. You couldn't get care at an urgent care around the corner.
Right.
So they would come in for care at the hospital, but if they had nowhere to return to or not their lives that they had before, then they would take up a trade here. And that was one of the things that Lincoln wanted in the signing of the legislation to have soldiers' homes was, you can live here the rest of your life, but once you're healed, you need to work. So there was construction, and here in the grotto, there were 75 full-time gardeners, and we'd love to have them back.
Because right now you said there's only one.
One hired gardener right now, and a whole bunch of volunteers. So a day would be going to your job, but as you were mentioning, I had forgotten, they had to go to school. They wore uniforms, so there was a shop that made uniforms, and it was so efficient, they made so many, they would send them out to the other soldiers' homes. They didn't drink water in those days, they had cider and beer, so there was a big brewery.
Can we get back to that, please?
It's healthy, it's healthy. So that would be, whatever your job was, that's what you had to do. There was a huge dining hall, And so with 7,000 soldiers at their heyday living here, the big thing was to get them in and out, 2,000 at a time, in 20 minutes and get it cleaned in between.
Wow.
So we were reading the history of some of these things are just fantastic of what they did here. They had traveling shows. They had a dancing bear. We had
That's it. I want a dancing bear. I'm saying it. I want a dancing bear.
Yeah, this up behind you was a bird aviary, and they had birds from all over in there. They had
a deer park.
This is the butterfly.
Which is now the butterfly garden.
It was the aviary.
Yeah, it was the aviary.
This is looking like a great date spot. I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, and it averaged 100,000 visitors a year would come to see the grounds, and they didn't come to just see the gardens. They came to see the grounds because it was kind of like the Silicon Valley of its time. These were the first buildings to have steam heat. These were the first buildings to have gas lights inside. So they had macadam roads. So if you wanted to come see the newest and greatest things, when the first hospital was built, it was considered state of the art.
Best in its heyday kind of thing, yeah.
Well, and they had a memorial hall up there, which is now a parking lot, but it had everybody who was everybody in the entertainment business.
Sarah Bernhardt was there. General Grant spoke there. Yeah.
You started talking about there's a statue for Lincoln coming as well.
Yeah.
So that's
It'll be dedicated in November. It was supposed to be dedicated in May, but we ran into
So how many?
Something called the pandemic.
How many veterans are here now?
About 450 to 700 at any given time. And they live here full time, or there's a lot of outpatient treatment done here, thousands.
It's not, in the 1930s, the VA pretty much.
So she rang in the first segment. She rings in the second. That means you're left.
But in the 1930s, the shift to the VA went from providing homes for veterans to providing medical treatment. So there's not as many people as you think, like when you say there were 7,000 people who lived here. You know, now we have hospice and we have apartments and we have a lot of PTSD people who live on campus. But other than that, there's not a huge population here.
One of the things we always talk about on the show, which I know a couple of people that have worked here before, is talking about PTSD and mental health awareness and so forth. And that's been a big jump, especially for veterans. And we've partnered with the base and so forth. And have you seen kind of like an uptick? Because we were talking earlier that this isn't just a pretty place, it's mental health.
Therapeutic.
It's therapeutic. So have you been seeing that this helps them so much?
The veterans that live here can come fish. They stock the ponds for them. So
seriously?
Yeah, they stock the ponds and they come down. They're the only ones allowed to fish now. Down the ponds.
It used to be to the public.
Yeah,
now it's
but
just
now
residents.
so
Yeah.
It's the only way to catch a fish.
Generally, you'll see somebody down here a couple times a day fishing. So that's.
But do you see like how it improves their well-being?
I mean, we've heard it from them.
Yeah, I don't know if we will know, but when any veteran, we can tell, they'll come up and make a point of saying, I love coming here, thank you for what you do, and that's what we need. You know, that's all we need is to hear that.
That's awesome. So
that and family members who are, they may be, somebody's having treatment and then instead of sitting in the hospital for 4 hours while
they
somebody's
come
having
down here
treatment, they'll come down here and sit and read or have a lunch. Or
This VA actually hosts 19 counties, including some in Indiana. And a gentleman was a volunteer driver to bring veterans from Indiana over here to the VA. And he would drive around and he saw us working. And so we kind of snagged him, or Bob did, snagged him and got him working. So he would come out here and donate his time.
Well, he was
and then he'd
I
get
don't see anybody saying no to you guys.
No.
You were super sweet this entire time. I don't see anybody saying no to you guys.
We've digressed from the soldiers living here, though.
Yeah, right. But anyway, he did volunteer here. So.
And we have had like one father with his young girl came down and said, thank you so much for this because our kids can come down and play when he went and visited his wife. You know, so there is, a place now that they can go and let some energy.
You can have a
run
picnic
around.
here.
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
picnic tables. You can just come down and enjoy it or read. And we have a restroom now. They put a restroom on the
I like the best technology 150 years ago.
We
but
are very
now we just got a
excited.
bathroom. Indoor plumbing.
Yes,
It's going to be big.
Yes, and we're very excited about that.
So to wrap it up, how do we find it again?
Gettysburg Avenue, 35 West, Gettysburg exit, straight into the VA, first left.
And the website?
DaytonGrottoGardens.org, or find us on Facebook at VA Grotto.
Or if you could just do a Google search on Dayton VA Grotto, it'll come up.
I want to thank you ladies so much. The Susans, everyone, thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for all you do here, because I know it means a lot to a lot of people.
General Sam, no, on my phone.
Oh,
we have a retired general that heads up. We have a sustainability committee, so that if we, we get too old, who's going to take care of this place?
Right.
Sure. They want to know what we do, so somebody else can do it. And he's heading it up. I know what he's asking.
Oh, I know what he's asking too, and you need to talk to him.
I'm going to call him back. You guys, I'll catch up to you.
Can you get me some wild sound of this fountain? It's been done. I think we got 3 minutes. I need it just in case I just.
And then up there's a good
the heart.
Up by Grotto Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.